Well, greetings. Crazy time. Crazy time. I'm not indulging the idiots at all right now. I'm just way too sick and way too tired. I'm probably going to have to go into the emergency room tomorrow because my leg is in very bad shape. And I'm not getting better, it's getting worse. But I'm hanging in. I even jumped in the shower today instead of just washing up at the sink because the leg was so bad. I wanted to get a lot of water on it. Hi there, whoever's here. It's probably somebody's bot. I'm just so tired of fake people on the fake internet. You got no idea. I'm just tuning into the real folk. Catherine was kind enough to call me around dawn this morning. Let me make sure my sound is good. Where's you, boo? Yeah, that's what I've watched. Where's what I'm playing? Huh. Uh. There it is. Hello. Yep, it's working. Yay. Okay. Now we got three people here. Anybody want to say hello? We was Kangs. What's that mean? Who are you? Go away. There we go. What's a Kangs? And whose will be? Odium has no content. Been around for a while. Has 7 users. So you're a watcher, huh? And you're wearing BDUs there. Are you watching me on duty? So anyway, let's see where we're at. Here's a jolly one. Uh, it's Bizarro World, the Ghazali are all terrorists, every last fucking one of them, And the Zionist the Israeli diaper force are all fucking heroes, every last one of them. And I'm so sick of these people when the entire Zionist project has been wrongheaded since 1882, and it's been totally fascist since 1923, and they've been like nothing but a weapons manufacturer, battlefield testing their product on the natives since 1933. They seized power. 60% of the Jews said, no, we don't want to do that. We want to have a shared federation. And they went and took power anyway. And before, the Jews have always, they always objected to the idea of segregated colonies in Palestine, because it's the fucking Holy Land. That's it's our national homeland. Well, it's the national homeland of dozens of other people too. And there's nothing in Genesis 15, 18, or 12 or something like that that says that the land is exclusively for the Jews to do with as they wish. First of all, it was arranged. Abraham was a migratory person, nomadic, and it was arranged that that was theirs to use. And then in 1915, the French and the Sykes and Picot decided they're gonna divvy up everything and draw lines in the sand that were never there. And for the Ottoman Empire was fluid, had fluid borders. These people were migratory. They're nomadic. They travel with the seasons, and they work at farms and such according to the season. And when they started drawing all the lines, they cut off all these people's migratory patterns. And then when they're buying, we bought the land fair and square. Well, you bought the land and evicted tenants that have been on the land for hundreds of years, all over the coastal plain and in the Jezreel Valley, calling it malaria-infested swamp when it was really fertile land that had kind of fallen into neglect, and all they really needed to do was fire up all the old agricultural techniques, the terracing and the irrigation and shit, and wow, the desert bloomed. Like, come on. A land without a people for a people without a land. There were people there. There have been people there continuously since ancient times, and none of them were Jews, unless you want to call the Sumerians Jews. The Bedouin have been there forever. The Sumerians have been there forever, but the Jews, there were hardly any there at all calling themselves Jewish after 70 AD, because about a fourth of them had been hauled off to Carthage and Rome, and the other three quarters said, okay, well, we'll play along. And first they converted to paganism, and then they converted to Christianity, and then they converted to Islam, and it's the same people have been there straight along. While here's the Ashkenazis coming from Europe with about a 40% DNA from ancient Levantine line, and mostly patrilineal. Most of the Ashkenazi Jews are descended from poor Indo-European mothers, and they're claiming indigeneity. It was no, your ancestors were indigenous, but you're fucking native to wherever the fuck you're trying to come from. Most of them from Poland and Russia, the Pale, what they call the Pale, Ukraine, and through there, and in the breadbasket of Europe is where the Jews landed. They migrated west from Rome into Europe, and the Ashkenaz emerged in Frankfurt around 1500. And they're busted out of the ghetto. So there was this nationalist thing that was never really part of Judaism, that they kind of infiltrated it into Judaism, along with the Puritan Christians that the British were glad to get rid of. And I, me and the other native rainbows, I'm native to Chicago, but my ancestors are indigenous to Canaan or Romania or whatever, but not to North America. I'm native to North America, but I'm not indigenous to it. I'm not one of the original nations. And this is what they're trying to claim, and it's just bullshit. It's not real. It's not Jewish. It's not real. It's not democratic. It's terrorism. It's settler colonial terrorism. It's genocidal and apartheid. And oh no, we're not. We haven't killed everybody yet. As well, you don't have to kill everybody for it to be genocidal. Duh. So, have we got any discussion going here? We've only got 3 people. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna blow for a while. I'm really like wound up and upset with the all of it. They're calling Los Angeles an insurrection when it isn't, and it's not Soros or the Democrats or the demonstrations be more orderly. It's the communities turning out, and the community organizations are very small and underfunded, so they don't have any signs or any of that happy shit that organized demonstrations turn out. So people saying, "Fuck you! You're taking our neighbors away." I'm gonna blow. Anyway, nobody want to call? Where's the idiots? Let's go annoy the idiots. Let's get. So everyone to know I'm online. Come on. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really nice. Tariq Mahmood is showing a really, what is a rutile? That's a beauty. Red rutile in a nice quartz with, he wants $200 for it. It's a nice eye candy. Really nice piece, but $200, nah. Um, Tip's clean. It doesn't have any dings in it. I mean, Tariq is good. Tariq's one of the best in the business in Pakistan, but he's all high end. I have to get after him to get some stuff that I can afford once in a while. I got some nice. Oh boy, big fat smoky Gwindle. What's he want for that? It doesn't say what the price is on there. Okay, well, let's share this to somewhere else. Let's go to X. I'm gonna be pissed if I lose that session. I don't know what's going on here. What does that have to do? I got an internet tough guy. I got a fucking internet tough guy. Well, we can neutral combat if you like. But keep on your keyboard warrior, big mouth, until that rifle is in your face, you commie cunt, because real Americans practice the Second Amendment instead of hating it or try to obscure its actual words into gun control. Yeah.
You want to play fantasy fucking World at Warfare, right? Well, here's like, but keep on your keyboard warrior big mouth until that rifle is in your face, you commie cunt. Because real Americans practice the Second Amendment instead of hating it or try to obscure its actual words into gun control. What militia do you belong to? This is a good pissing mob. There's an armed and inbred idiot machinist up in my face. What if I told you I wear a silver hard hat and walk around shop floors with a micrometer and telescoping baton ready to smack fuckwits talking shit to me? What do you do if somebody like me shouts incoming or fire in the hole, hero? And so what well-regulated militia do you belong to? Yoko Haram, Meal Team 6, Gravy Seals, Al-Qaeda? He's gonna be up in my face big time on that one. These people do not know. They double down. They never realize that they're like out of their league. You know, Atlanta was conquered. The illegals can go home or go to hell. Either way, I'm tired of my pet tax dollars paying for them. This is what they voted for. It's like, and totally the way people like Mencken called it. It's like they're the narcissistic moron in charge is creating boogeymen for the bourgeoisie to be afraid of, so that they'll let him do whatever the fuck he wants to do. It's called manufacturing consent with peer porn and rage bait. Round Brooklyn Dad, dear U.S. Marines, please do not obey unlawful orders from this lawless president. Do the right thing. Sincerely, America. I want you to use force against your fellow American. Yeah, they burned some cop cars. Oops. Oh, that's Mario Nawfal. He's a total psychopath. Oh, those aren't even cop cars burning. Are they? Oh well. Oh, Elon's calling it the clown pivot strategy. Oh, yeah. This is 1923 Italy and America, and 1933 Germany and Israel. Actually, I don't know. That's final solution shit going on in Gaza. Oh, it's not genocide. They're still breeding. At least there's some intelligent life at Threads. Here's and Caitlin Johnstone's really on it. Here's she's
And this was just a news thing. She didn't even comment on it. She just launched it. Sky News smears Greta Thunberg as a Nazi to justify IDF attack. Shortly before the IDF raided the Madeleine, Sky News host Jonathan Samuels strongly implied that the ship deserved to be attacked because it's full of anti-Semites and Hamas supporters. She didn't even comment on that. She just this is fucked up. I'll just post it. Gideon Levy went off about something. Let's see what this is. Can't watch it on here. Gideon Levy's the Haaretz columnist that doesn't pull any punches about the. Here's contentious interview with Israeli journalist Gideon Levy, who voiced support for Madeleine. Samuels objected that Thunberg had been accused of anti-Semitism, and her fellow passengers have been accused of being Hamas sympathizers and are therefore not innocent. The one they're accusing of being a Hamas sympathizer, I think, was an ISM volunteer or something like that. He wasn't really a sympathizer; he was a student. Are you sure, Jonathan, that Israel has the moral right to present Gaza from such a mission? Asked Levy. I mean, from where do we take this chutzpah, as we say in Hebrew, to put this closure on Gaza, even from innocent people like Greta Thunberg and her friends? Yeah, perhaps the criticism is that she's not as innocent as all that. She's been accused of being anti-Semitic, hasn't she? And there are others on board accused of being Hamas sympathizers. Therefore, it could potentially be a very dangerous situation. They're quite naive to get into it, aren't they? By the way, the accusation of being anti-Semitic, which Samuels appears to be referring to here, is the single dumbest anti-Semitism smear that I've ever seen in my entire life. Back in November 2023, Thunberg appeared in a photo holding a stand with a Gaza sign, causing furious backlash from the pro-Israel crowd. Eventually, someone found an excuse to spin this into an anti-Jewish hate crime by pointing out that there was a small octopus plushie in the photo, claiming that the octopus is some kind of anti-Semitic trope. Thunberg, who has autism, then deleted the photo, saying, "It's come to my knowledge that the stuffed animal shown in my early post can be interpreted as a symbol for anti-Semitism, which I was completely unaware of. The toy in the picture is a tool often used by autistic people as a way to communicate feelings. We, of course, are against any type of discrimination and condemn anti-Semitism in all its forms and shapes. This is non-negotiable. This is why I deleted the last post." Caitlin's funny because she usually doesn't she hasn't been like known for going after the Zionist. She's um, been more focused on American imperialism and Ukraine and China and shit. You're trying to tell you Greta Thunberg's a closet Nazi sending out obscure Nazi dog whistles. It's right there in your face. And was this insanely absurd accusation that was the basis for Jonathan Samuels smearing Greta Thunberg to justify the military attacking the ship she was on. And this happened before the ship was taken. Right, literally everyone who has ever publicly publicly criticized Israel in the Western world has been accused of anti-Semitism and being a Hamas sympathizer. If you have any kind of audience and criticize Israel's mass atrocities in Gaza to any of that extent, it's absolutely inevitable that you will receive those accusations. The fact that a Sky News anchor would cite such accusations as justification for Israel attacking and potentially killing someone means that, at least in the eyes of Jonathan Samuels, anybody who criticized Israel deserves to be murdered. They tell me I'm tokenized and mentally ill and spouting terrorist talking points when I'm like spouting Bible and history the way it's really written rather than the way they want it written. Oh, yeah. Somehow the population, there's someone was mentioning the massacres. There have been at least 150 massacres since 1882. And we were talking about the massacres with me and someone else, and here comes this idiot. Let's see what he's about. Tell Foley. And yet somehow the population of the occupied territories is a bit over 5x what it was since 1967. So please don't blow your ass smoke up made up numbers in my face to justify the brutal apartheid occupation. Schmuck put them, which is dick face. Fredenarian, that's what they are. They're gullible fools. Is anybody saying anything yet? No. I only have one person here even. Oh well. Let's share this some more then. Reddit. And give it to Reddit. Let's see what I got notifications here. Let's see what that's about. Moses supposes that his toes was roses, and Moses supposes erroneously. Feed Tommy to the ducks. Feed Tommy to the ducks. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. So talk to me. let's go to Kiwi Farms and puck around there for a little while. And we'll let the idiots know. Well, they already know. I'm not a troon, you stupid cunt. I don't even want to mess with these people. They're idiots. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're cowards. They're fucking cowards. They're gang trolls. Just a bunch of sea lion and gang raping fucking idiots. And they're not even very original either. Same shit, week after week, month after month, year after year, same stupid shit. I'm not a troon. I'm a mutant who was born gender incongruent, then carved on and forced to be a man all my life. And I was always a girl in my head. I had vivid dreams of giving childbirth and all that kind of stuff. And here I am at 70 years old, just being me. I'm just Tommy. I'm not Tom. I'm not Tommy. I'm not a man or a woman. I'm me. And I am not Tom. And anybody who wants me to be Tom is an asshole. Violent, aggressive, transphobic fucking asshole. Non-binary people are people too. We don't all, not all transgender people. Actually, most transgender people are just fine the way they are without anything. And then some need hormones like me to fix the chemical imbalances that make me fucking crazy and dangerous. You don't want to back me into a corner talking your shit, because I'm going to come right out of that corner right through you. Fat or no fat. I know exactly what soft parts to go for that you aren't going to have covered. No matter what you think you've got, no matter how big you are, no matter how fast you are, how strong you are, what fucking martial art you know, you're not going to hurt me worse than I'm going to hurt you. If you make me fight. That's my secret. The fungu is all about avoiding the fight. React. Oh, there's a quote. Oh, and Reppy is saying some stupid shit. They live in my past with misunderstandings of what I say. Now here they're pulling up the Tom Will Kill video. We already went through that. It's the same thing. Are we talking about when you said you were a pedophile or when you said you fucked dogs? I never said I was a pedophile, and I never said I fucked dogs. Idiots. Oh, you'd get a lot more respect if you hung yourself right now. You're a fucking sadomasochistic voyeur with a Schadenfreude habit that gets off on people's misfortune, and you hope that I'll kill myself. You're sick. And Reppy, I'm not going to engage any of you. I'll take niggled to death by rats for my hope. Taco Santo. Even the maggots will find him repugnant to eat. Tom must be really fucking repulsive if flies are trying to eat him and lay his eggs on him while he's still alive. The only time I've ever seen something like that was in drone videos of giant plagues of flies attacking injured Russian soldiers. Well, you never saw a feed store get burned to the ground and then make them leave the leave the feed for weeks. People don't freeze to death real easy in these streets, you idiot. These fucking stupid people. They're wishing for me to die. What the fuck is wrong with people like you? This is what we can attract from kiwi farms in the chatter. I don't know how long I want to do this. It's kind of hot. It's still 80 degrees at midnight. Let's see. Okay, who we got here? Nobody I recognize. And nobody that I got blocked. Talking about riots. Oh, there's people marching from Egypt and Tunisia tomorrow. A bunch of people, 10,000 people converging on Gaza. Oh, Greta's been named anti-Semite of the week by the Jews. This needs to be said. That's from Walt National Park Service. The United States Constitution and longstanding federal law strictly limit the use of the military to police civilians. Under the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878, active duty military forces are prohibited from engaging in domestic law enforcement unless explicitly authorized by Congress or the Constitution. This principle protects against authoritarian misuse of military power and preserves civilian control. Deploying troops without state approval, especially to suppress protest, is a clear violation of both legal precedent and democratic norms. Well, someone, some girl said something naughty. Girl said something I didn't want to have heard. Through our press conference. Dr. Oz wearing it. Dr. Oz, she painted. Oz's granddaughter painted in the press conference, and they posted it. What kind of stupid shit is that? Make it look like that's dumb. Let's see what this one is. That's dumb. Dumb. That's probably more dumb. Let's see what's in my feed. There'll be some high wind in North Texas tomorrow, 80 to 100 mile an hour. That's interesting. We have a Johnny Linehan posted a thing from Naturaliza about the child of Lepido remains were found to be a hybrid of Neanderthal and Homo sapiens. This is interesting. 50501 published something from Ana del Castillo, who is a righteous and empowerment expert at coach at My Rightness and owner at My Rightness. Feel right in your skin right now. She's talking about how the last time a president deployed the National Guard without a governor's request was in 1965 when LBJ did it to protect civil rights protesters. This time, the president is doing it to intimidate protesters. Let's correct him or her. I don't even know if this is a man or a woman. This is one of the three Palestine people. Well, the Florida queers went and rainbowed out a bridge that DeSantis didn't want them to do. Too bad. Bobcat and a rattlesnake in Oro Valley. Randy, you're looking good. You're looking really good, girl. Oh, that's just fucking gorgeous, Casey. These people, we're going to live our lives no matter how badly you want to make it bad for us. We're going to still be living our lives and enjoying them in spite of you. You know, nobody's here. Who's fatal? What's your trip? And what WSGCUH? What the fuck does that mean? Come on. Let's see what this guy's channel is about. Fatal is into GoPro and motocross, dirt racing. That's cool. Likes to ride around. That's cool. Welcome. Enjoy. I'm just sitting here waiting for somebody to say something on the phone or in the chatter that we can discuss. Um, and otherwise, just kind of watching the whole thing. I'm covering the activity in Los Angeles and around the Madeline seizure. I'm blogging about it at Substack. Time for a hooter. We have hybrid blend shake today. Their prices went up. They're no longer selling $30 half ounces of Bud. They're $50 now. But I can still get a $20 bag of shake for a half ounce. So tell me that you love me by telling me you hate me. I swear these people have a BDSM crush on me. They want to top me. And they're mad because I won't let them fuck me in the ass. And I won't, it's like, nah, man, just go away. I've gotten to where I'm not going to argue with them, okay? If you want to call me what you want to call me, a retard, I don't give a shit. You're not going to convince the world that I'm something that I'm not. Because I have a very strong track record, a lot of references. I have credentials. I have serious credentials. And you guys are fixated on fucking dogs and molesting children because of a couple of things I said about a dog and a teen, a fully mature teen who was mentally mature enough to make informed decisions about who she was going to get into bed with by the time she was 15. Actually, it was more like the time she was 14. And she chose to live with somebody for a year or so, and then came, and when they broke up, she came to stay with us because she didn't want to go home to her parents. And I walked in the door, and she's in bed with my partner. I really wasn't thinking. The thing that I need to be ashamed of it was I kind of fictionalized the story as a bit of a soft porn writing exercise, and I didn't change the names. So here we are 15 years later. This is their excuse for destroying me. Is, oh, you're a fucking pedophile. you gang raped that girl. The runaway. She's a latchkey kid. She wasn't a runaway. She's a latchkey kid, and she's like, "Fuck this, I'm going out." she was sleeping with men at 9 years old, 10 years old that weren't fucking molesting her. Nobody ever molested her until she was ready to give it up, and then it wasn't molestation anymore. Okay, where's my lighter? There it is. Anything going on there? No. Blue Sky is really kind of a dumbass place. Oh, plows into crowd. Breaking news story. What the fuck? That's somewhere else. Somebody crashed into a crowd. Looks like Polize. That's some Central European stuff. Okay, they're liking the petition. That's the wrong one. Where's change? Is that closed change? Yes, a closed change. Shit. Huh. This one, I I just told Grok to I gave Grok a real simple prompt to write this a very simple prompt, and Grok came up with a really powerful statement. Um, where the hell is it? Oh, we even got $20. How about that? Fucking A Skippy. 21 signatures in just a couple of hours. That's great. And $20. I've earned 500 free views. Promote my petition. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. We don't need to add more category tags. Well, where is it? Come on, let's read it. And these aren't even people I know that are signing. The only person I know that signed was Margaret. That's great. Happy day. Praise God. Yeah, somebody donated $20. Fuck yeah. So this is release Madeleine and her crew and sanction Israel's piracy addressed to the United Nations Secretary General. We unequivocally and forcefully condemn the egregious act of Israeli piracy against the Madeleine ship, where Israeli occupation forces, I didn't even tell them to do that, IOF, have unlawfully boarded, seized the vessel, and endangered the lives of its crew, including the courageous Greta Thunberg and others who were on a humanitarian mission to deliver 100 kilograms of flour to the 2 million starving Gazawi. Mohammed Matters, resilient people enduring an inhumane siege. This brazen act of maritime theft and aggression, shanghaiing peaceful activists for providing life saving aid, is a despicable violation of international law and human decency. The IOF's actions threaten the safety of every crew member, holding them hostage in grave danger, and must be met with global outrage and immediate action. We demand the immediate and unconditional release of the Madeleine, its crew, and all humanitarian supplies, ensuring safe passage to Gaza. The siege on Gaza, a cruel blockade starving millions, must be lifted without delay to allow vital aid to reach those in desperate need. This piracy is not an isolated incident, but a continuation of a pattern of oppression that demands the world's strongest condemnation. In fervent prayer, we beseech divine protection for Greta Thunberg, the crew, and all aboard, asking for their safe return and strength to endure this injustice. May their courage inspire a global stand against this piracy and the siege, holding the perpetrators accountable and bringing relief to the suffering Gazawi. Let this be a clarion call for justice and humanity to prevail. Yes. Ban Ki-moon, International Court of Justice. Well, still nobody's saying anything and nobody's calling. Maybe Israel will call tonight. Oh, how you doing, Tommy Tutor? I had to check my client list. What the fuck am I doing on your client list? I never signed up for anything. Let's see what Truth is up to. If you want bullshit, just join Truth. And if you want more bullshit, join X. Jeez. I don't know how much of this I'm going to want to stay up for. I've been going to bed early because I haven't been well. I've got this lymphedema that's just not going away. Oh, this is about Trump's ballroom. Nobody's had over 150 years and wanted a beautiful ballroom, but it never got built because nobody previously had any knowledge or experience of doing those things. How many contractors are going to screw on that one? Fun projects while I do thinking about the world economy. You don't think, motherfucker. Come on. Let's see if anybody said anything to me. The difference between a serious pothead and a newbie is if they hear me coughing like that, they're going to go, the newbie's going to go, "You all right?" And a serious pothead is going to go, "Good hit, huh?" I think. Is that the right one? Yeah. I've been doing it for decades. Oh, looky here. See, yeah, well, it's not burning that fast. It's a fat one, and it's kind of wet. And Michelle, somebody ran an imposter at her, a bunch of people. Her and what's the guy's name, McKim and Jennifer AJ. They all ran an imposter at him, and then they hated me. Um, and I don't know. She reached out a few months ago on a video, and then it just went nowhere. And so um, I'm not into all the harassment and fighting and yelling at each other. I'm not. It's just not me. Um, it goes out if I'm not smoking. It just goes out. That's not me. I'm old hippie. I'm totally old hippie, and I'm nothing like anything that these idiots are saying, and I am, and that's the way it is. Um, and I'm tired of like trying to convince them that they're full of shit. It's just like, no, I'm going to turn my back on them and do my thing, and let the world see that they're full of shit, because I'm not doing anything that they're saying I'm doing. I'm old hippie. Peace, love, and music is what I'm about, and I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. At this point, it's like there are too many people that do. So it's like, okay, fine. Unable to connect. I wonder why I'm connected. Yeah, I'm connected. Something's got me blocked up at my connection's fine. Let's see what Facebook says. Well, Facebook went home. No. This is one of the Muslim people, and there's I'm an older hippie. I'm an old boomer, and we've been online, me and my people, for as long as 40 years, because my group were DARPA contractors. So I made a post in 1985, um, and then made a few posts through somebody else through the 90s. And then from 99 on, I've had my own computer. And um, we built the fucking internet. People that built it before you guys fucking trashed it. As far as the content creators, independent content creators, we're not commercial, were people having discussions and creating content, creating art, trying to sell our art, organizing activities, we're the internet. And we're the older people. I have about 550 friends, I think it is now, at Facebook, and at least 100 of them interact with me regularly. And at least 25 of them are here in town. And oh shit, now what? Fentanyl outside as usual. And I have several close friends that I speak to often on the phone. And my brother and I are trying to get along. So you're isolated. You got nobody but us. It's like I spend as little time as possible on those sites. The only reason I go, the main reason I go, is to keep an eye on them for what they're going to do to me on other parts of the web, or things that are going on. I discover the imposters and the fucking bogus videos and shit that they're bragging about. Is how I find out about them. And the other is it's like anger management gym for me. It's like I can get as rude and crude as I want without worrying about getting blocked or people pissed off that I didn't want to get pissed off. It's like, okay, fuck you back. And you're so mad. I said, no, I'm laughing at you, motherfucker. You dumbasses. Hello. How do you say your name? Sean? Is that Sean? Happy day. Thanks for joining me. Let's see, what's your story? Jian? How do you say? Oh, you're a Minecraft player. I don't know any of these games. I never played them. Um, I play some card games and stuff when I'm bored and don't have anything else to do. I haven't played hardly any of that for months. I've been so busy. Um, I never played any of those games. I played some video games when they were still in like pinball machines, but I never played them online or my computers aren't really up to that kind of traffic for the interactive role playing games at all. I don't have that kind of guts in my computer to handle it. I can just barely handle what it does now. Ooh. There's spam to review. Okay. Yeah, you can publish it. That's okay. I got no problem with that. That's the first time they ever flagged one of his. North Hollywood SWAT cars. There's that. That's something for the collection. I got this one. This I got this grok. I think with grok is you have to train it every time you open the thing up. It doesn't retain anything. So I've been keeping this one going for a while. I got trained to talk Yiddish. Shalom Aleichem relations, and I'm not I'm an unorthodox Jew. I'm kind of a hybrid Essein Lakota. So like my speech is like half Jewish and half native. Kind of talk. You know, they call each other relations and family and relative and all of that. Um, you know, the grandfather and auntie and uncles and stuff like, you know, those brother and sister, which is kind of hippie stuff. But then the Jews are, you know, Shalom Aleichem. That's how you say hello, with blessings, you know, peace be unto you. I probably should go take a peek. I haven't checked on Abdul. Abdul, I haven't noticed anything from Abdul in my feed today. I got to kind of take a look at that, make sure he's all right. Annis was posted a couple of times today. So I've got about a half a dozen contacts in Gaza, and more like 10 all around. Um, all around Palestine. And these are, you know, and these are like advocates, activists, um, and native, indigenous natives. Um, Yunus Arar, his family's been in Ramallah for who knows how long. They got his kid in administrative detention. They keep jacking him around and actually put an extra 4 months on it, and there was no reason for picking him up in the first place. Well, oh no, it's a potential terrorist, and we're going to keep him locked down. Oh gosh. Oh shit, he hasn't posted for days. Oh shit. I've been so tied up, I haven't been paying attention. He hasn't posted for days. People are freaking out.